guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and it is June 12th, as you guys can see down here, and Dokkan is some of the most dead I can remember in quite a long time. The reason for this is both Global and JP are moving into some of their biggest celebrations of the year. Dokkan typically is very quiet before supremely major celebrations. Again, Global going into the anniversary, JP going into Tanabata, so things are very quiet. You know, July and the end of June, like, you know, last couple days of June, you know, we're probably getting a fusing Gogeta for JP, UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta for Global. Like, shit is going to be very, very hype, right? But right now, it's dead. I mean, I could do a flood of level 10 Link showcases in Goku Black. Like, you know, I have 225 Link level 10 units at the moment, and many of them I've not done videos on yet. But it's like, I mean, I could only just spam so many Link level 10 videos over and over and over. I like doing a variety. Like, today we'll go into a Super Battle Road stage, and we do a discussion on this category. You know, a Link level 10 video, here's news, right? Like, I like to jump back and forth. This idea was given to me by Naz, Darachi, the bum, over on the 5-9 Gaming Twitch. My top 10 favorite units and least favorite units right now. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I've done a video like this before, right? Like, I do top 10s at the start of the year, but, like, favorite and least favorite units? No. So, let's go ahead and jump in. Here are the candidates that we are going to be pulling from. Again, this is not a measure of how good they are or their strength, but rather how much I like them and enjoy using them, right? Now, number 10 is actually going to probably be surprising to people. We have Kid Gohan. Dokkan Fest, Kid Gohan, I have it 10. If you guys have watched a lot of my videos, followed the channel along at all, you guys will know a unit will come out, I'll say very good. They're very good. But what if they gave Ki? What if they were a Rainbow Orb Changer? How often do I say that? Well, they did that for us. Here's our boy right here. Oh, I literally just got LR Bardock to Link level 10. Nice. Yeah. All right, cool. But this Gohan right here, he does this. All allies 3 key, 58% defense. He has, in my opinion, maybe the best active skill in the game. You know, he is going to work so good on all these teams. This Kid Gohan, if you pull him, he is like a must run. He's not the most damaging unit at all. His damage sucks unless you're running a full Heavenly Events category, but I mean, that team sucks, right? And almost every unit on this category sucks as well. So it's like this Gohan is sort of by himself, right? But he's just so good. I love him. I adore him. I think he's absolutely fantastic. All right, so next, number 9, we have LR Master Roshi, one of the 6-year anniversary units. Now, you guys know, you know, I'm one of the bigger whales in Dokkan, right? Well, I mean, I guess it's harder to out-whale me since I often rainbow TURs on banners as well, right? Or like Kid Gohan, currently I have him rainbowed Link level 10, and then I have his SSR rainbowed, and it's like 2 links away from full level 10 links, right? So it's like, it's hard. You can't really out-whale me. You can only really match me, I guess. Roshi is a free-to-play unit. I'm not typically Mr. Oh my god, free-to-play, let me do free-to-play guides and stuff like that. Like, nah, that's not my shtick, right? I'm the whale, right? I'm rainbowing everything, Link level 10, good equips, all that shit. We're hopping in, max power, I'm obliterating. It's just, I've always been like this, even in like old school RPGs, FF7, I want to over-level my ass off and then dominate the game. That's how I like to play. So my whaling is just an extension of how I love to play RPGs, right? Well, Roshi is such a dominant free-to-play unit. He's crazy. It's just like, 70% chance to stun, guaranteed seal. I mean, you get his 18-key super attack, he's often at like a 5 million attack stat or so. He has a lot of defense, typically in like 150k-ish range, 30% chance to dodge. He's a Turtle School category support type unit. Oh, by the way, Turtle School includes every single Goku in Dokkan. Every Goku is in this Turtle School category. So it's like this Roshi, and he revives, one of the 3 units in the game that have the revive mechanic, 6 months after the JP anniversary, and still there's only 3 units with the revive mechanic. His active skill is really good because of this, but it's so, dude, this is so hard to get because he has to get hit 7 times and he has the 30% chance to dodge. So oftentimes you're not going to realistically see this until like turn 8+. Depends upon your luck, right? But this Roshi just does so much. He is fan-freaking-tastic. Next, I have in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, this guy, you know, if it was the end of 2020, this guy would probably be number 1. I love Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They made him absolutely dominant, crazy, supremely powerful. The only thing, the only real, like, negative, I think, about this Gogeta is I hate that, like, when Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out, like, he is, like, the beginning stages of my Dokkan account, you guys can go back and watch the videos from the end of 2017. Super Saiyan 4 Tech Gogeta carried my account, right? He was the god that I had of my account. I think I had him 55% for a long time, and he was, like, my best unit. He was just the GOAT. And that 70% chance of dodge and countering is amazing. Unfortunately, this Gogeta, they dropped to a high chance. If this guy was at a great chance, he'd probably be 2 on this list, honestly. If that happened every single time. But, like, you really can get caught with this guy. But here's the thing. He still has a 50% better chance of countering than, like, you know, normal units who can't counter at all, right? So that really, really matters. Not a lot to say about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, look at him. This is one of the biggest big dick units in Dokkan, for sure. All right. Next, we have LR Buu Tank / Buuhan. Now, I recently did level 10 link videos for Buuhan and STR Goku / Vegito, right? The Goku Vegito cards. You know, because I had never done one besides just the initial, like, private server look at them. And they are exquisite, fantastic, amazing units. Buuhan with his healing, he's just a very fun unit to use, right? Stacking attacks, stacking defense, healing at the start of turn, great link set. He's the most powerful unit on almost all of his category teams here, right? Like Buu Saga, there's a better unit in. Kamehameha, there's a better unit in. But, like, most of these teams, Buuhan is the de facto best unit on his category. This guy is crazy. Animations look good. The only criticism I have for this unit is this bullshit right here. This is such a trash ability. Because by the time you transform into Buuhan, this doesn't really help. If this was, like, a turn 1 ability this guy had, that would be crazy. Like, Buu Tank should have this turn 1, honestly, right? Because I've talked about it a lot, that, like, if you like Buu Tank's better than STR Vegito, sure, I guess. But that's where there's a huge discrepancy between the two of them, is Buuhan has this seal that's, like, I've, like, never done that before where it's actually helped. Like, maybe once, ever? I don't know. Like, it's just poorly designed, because by the time you become Buuhan, in any events you're doing, the enemies are immune to being sealed, so it's just a pointless ability, right? Whereas STR Vegito has, like, the most broken ability in the game, which is seeing enemy super attacks for 10 turns. Just stupid busted, right? Sorry, so we can go ahead and push Buuhan back. Next, we have STR UI Goku. Now, the whiny crybabies, 70% chance to dodge, it's like 20% for me. And stop it. Listen. The thing about the UI Gokus is they don't care about type disadvantage, none of that. You toss them out there, either they dodge or they don't. Maybe for y'all they don't dodge, but for me, they do. These boys dodge, dip, dive, dodge, bob, weave. They do everything. They don't get touched, all right? Only real criticism I have about this Goku is I'm not a fan of this. I feel as though maybe giving him a little extra defense on top of this is cool. Like, yeah, disables enemy guard, whoopee, but, like, I've never found that ability to mean jack diddly shit. I just am not impressed. Amazing link set. He's able to be run just very casually on pretty much any team. You don't have to build support around him, focus on him. You just toss him in there, and he is godly good. That's why I absolutely adore this UI Goku, right? He's very, very, very powerful. Okay, so next, we will move on. We have LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. This is one of the 6th anniversary units right here. Wait, right? Yeah. I think I kind of correct. Yeah. LR and Evolution Blue Vegeta. He would probably be 2 on this list, if not, like, he just has these design quirks that piss me the hell off. Like, I'm sorry, But, like, there's points where it's like, I feel like if you say I like LR Buuhan better than STR Vegito, I'd probably say I disagree, but, like, I feel you. I get what you're saying, right? It makes sense. Buuhan is good in different ways than Vegito, right? You go into a long event, Vegito is getting killed, and Buuhan is literally untouchable, right? Like, there's arguments. You can't argue UI Goku versus Vegeta. Goku is actually better in every conceivable way. Link set is better, damage is better, defense is better. Like, the only thing Vegeta has is better animations. Maybe you could say his revival is a little bit easier to activate, right? But, like, they made Vegeta worse in every conceivable way. They shafted his Link set. They shafted how he gets ki. This is ridiculous. He gets ki with each attack performed. This activates at the end of the attack. So, like, you know, I think LR Gohan and Goten, for example, their ki activates at the beginning of the attack, does it not? So I think with Gohan and Goten, if you have 11 ki with them and then attack, you'll do their 12 ki super attack. It doesn't work that way for Vegeta. Vegeta has 11 ki, does his attack, and he just does an 11 ki normal attack, right? And then he gets the ki after the attack is completed. I hate that. I think they designed it that way because of this. He does have this AoE final explosion, which is definitely, his active skill is stronger than UI Goku's, but this is another thing. Typically, you're not gonna get this off on turn fucking 4 and get the AoE off. That's rare, right? Like, you're gonna, like, cut down on some of the, like, you're not gonna be going into a stage and, oh, turn 4, there's still 5 enemies left, right? Like, that's very rare, right? Because you have to trim their numbers down or else you'll get killed just by the raw super attacks. And then Vegeta, with this, every single hit this does, like, as part of the AoE, he does get 1 ki. So let's say, theoretically, you did 0 attacks with Vegeta, you do his active skill, and he hits 5 enemies, he'll fully build up his passive ki just with the active skill. But here's the thing. UI Goku, turn 1, second 1, does 5 dodges and fully builds up his ki passive turn 1, right? Like, it's a huge difference between these two. UI Goku has a better Link set. It's just like, you just go on and on, right? UI Goku is just superior in virtually every way. If not for the shafts, like if Vegeta had, don't get me started on his damage reduction. If this was just 40% damage reduction, start a turn, this is key when he gets hit, and he has the Super Saiyan Link instead of, let's say, Prodigies. I honestly would say I would understand if you would say I like Vegeta better than Goku. That's what they'd have to do. Make this 40% guaranteed. This is key when he gets hit, not when he does attacks, and then give him Super Saiyan over Prodigies. You do those 3 things, and I would think Vegeta is, like, equivalent or very close to UI Goku, right? But, like, the way he's currently constructed, like, you are just being delusional if you say this guy is comparable to UI. Like, I'm sorry, you are. It's not, you don't have an argument. Like, it's just, Vegeta's worse in, like, every way. Outside of very small details. Like, because the thing is, the revival, it's hard to do with both of them, right? Both of the characters, it's hard to do the revival. Vegeta is definitely easier. I would agree. But that's not enough to say Vegeta's better than UI Goku, right? Like, just because his revival's a bit easier to get, I don't think so. But, you know, I talked a lot about him. I do love the unit. That's why he's number 5 on here. Again, if not for these weird, like, they just literally decided UI Goku is going to be better, and we're going to give them no argument. If they didn't do that, Vegeta would be way higher, for sure, right? But the weird shafts they gave him annoy me. Next, we have this guy, the King. You could make the case that this is the most valuable unit in Dokkan, because this is the only unit in Dokkan who dominates literally every single... It's actually, like, he dominates every single mode and is, like, a must-run in every single mode. He's the only character in the game like that, right? Because, like, you know, you could say Tech Ultimate Gohan is a good one people love to throw out there. The thing about Tech Ultimate Gohan, you're not running him in World Tournament. You're running Broly in World Tournament, right? Like, Broly is a god everywhere. His EZA is so good that I am, like, my mouth is actually watering at, like, LR Goku Black and Zamasu, Physical Trunks, in Gohan, AGL, Majin, Vegeta. To me, at this point, there's almost nothing more hype I could see pop up in the news than, like, an EZA for one of those 4. Because this Broly is, again, like, he's the best unit on every single team that doesn't have Evolution Blue Vegeta or UI Goku on it, right? I think the top 3 units in the game, I probably would argue, is UI Goku, Vegeta, and then Broly. So like this guy is just a god. Like double super, like I love my defense. This guy's gonna be rocking 300k defense after he supers. He's AoEing. He could be, super effective against all types, guaranteed to hit. Like he gets key against a pure high. Like this is only 75% of the game. Like. Oh, yeah, not really that great of a key ability, except for it activates almost everywhere. Like, every fight you do with this Broly, you're fighting pure and hybrid Saiyans, right? So, just so goddamn good. Next, I have this guy, Tech Ultimate Gohan. Again, I understand, like, a lot of people's arguments for Tech Ultimate Gohan being the most valuable unit in the game. He probably is. I mean, if you're... It's probably, again, one of these two as most valuable unit in the game. Because Broly is good in all the same events that Gohan is in. You could definitely make the case that Gohan is a bit better in some of these longer events, I would say. Right? Like, GT Legendary Goku event, Gohan is untouchable, right? Like, the new categories through Battle Road stages have been no iteming. The ones with Tech Ultimate Gohan in, I instantly no item with 0 effort, because he carries. Like, that's how you know a lot of these APT dudes are just absolute morons, because they're so obsessed with damage that they actually can, like, just downplay the amazing value units like this Gohan has, right? This Gohan is incredible. He fits on so many teams, right? Is his link set a bit wonky? Absolutely. But here's the thing. This guy came out basically alongside the link level update, which dramatically helped him because Saiyan lineage was turned from 1 key into 2 key and 5% attack and defense. Many of the most powerful units in the game now, SCR Goku and Vegeta, B-Pan, this guy, right? Dokkan Fest Gohan, Trunks and Goten. You go through Saiyan lineage, many of the most powerful units in the game are on here. Dokkan Fest GT Kid Goku. So it makes it to where you could say like, oh yeah, Gohan has shitty links, it hurts. But he has a main key link. You would want to build a lot of teams around Saiyan lineage. You can easily do that, right? So, I mean, I don't know. This guy, there's not an area where he's bad outside of World Tournament is like the only event where you're not going to run this guy. Right? Like, yeah, you could easily, pull up some shitty rotation to make him look bad. Yeah. But it's a lot easier to make him look good. All right. This Gohan is ridiculous. He is amazing. Absolutely. He is one of my favorite units. Like, this guy, he really is one of my favorite designed Dokkan Festival exclusive TURs for sure. All right. Number 2, we have Goku and Vegeta / SCR Vegito. This unit is just a pleasure. If not for creating the greatest thing ever known to mankind as the number 1 unit, right? If not for, him who stands above all, this Goku and Vegeta, I just love what they did with this unit, right? Amazing damage reduction. They get the extra key, right? The fusion, they have 2 restrictions on here. So it's like, oh, brother, 2 restrictions. It sucks. But I've found... when using this unit in difficult content, this is not hard to get, dude. This is a joke. It's so easy, right? Because, doing Dokkan events and shit like that, you don't get it. Who cares, right? Whatever. But, like, this is actually like a trump card, like an ace in the hole. When you're able to fuse with them, heal up, and then this guy comes out. To me, this guy still holds the candle for most impressive, like, damage dealing to me. You get one of these turns where he counters 7 or 8 times, and he'll actually crit, 5, 6, 7 of the times. I see this guy do more damage for me more often. Blue Kaioken Goku, hell no, right? Like this, this guy is great, right? I hate counter units. They're so overrated to me. But when I say that, I do not mean this guy or Int LR Vegito. They're not what I'm talking about, because they have the raw attack power, 21,000 attack, and he gets 150% attack right here. A lot of the other counter units, AGL Super Vegito, Physical Super Vegito, they're weak, meek little bitches that if they don't crit, those counters do nothing. Nothing. You go into the Broly Dokkan event, AGL Super Vegito can't do damage with his counters unless he crits. Counters are overrated. But not on this guy. On this guy, this is where, like, you see counters and it's like, oh my god. But this guy can be touched in, like, the God event and stuff like that. He could take a lot of damage, right? So it's kind of the yin and yang. Goku and Vegeta are uber tanky defensive with a 30% damage reduction. They get defense on super. then Super Vegito is just all offense, pure offense. And then, I mean, come on. UI Goku. UI Goku is like perfect in every way. I could literally, you're typing up the comment right now. Well, if he doesn't dodge, he sucks. No, dickhead. When he doesn't dodge, he takes double-digit fucking damage, is what happens, okay? When UI Goku doesn't dodge, he's taking double digits most of the time. That's what happens with this guy. He has a 70% chance to dodge, and then when he doesn't dodge, it's double digits. And, you know, like Vegeta, they have a 50% chance to crit in every attack. If they double super, it's a guaranteed crit. If they triple super, it's a guaranteed crit, right? Like, this guy is, like, perfect in every way. I don't know. The only thing, they gave him shocking speed instead of over in a flash. This is better if you want to run, like, Beerus, Whis, Vados, maybe Future God of Destruction, stuff like that. But if you'd want to run this guy on Realm of Gods with, say, the LR Blue Fusions who are over in a flash, that does hurt a bit, right? But, like, I mean, he's got tournament power, shocking speed, prepare for battle. It's just, they just created the best unit in the game right here. I'm sorry. Like, if you argue against this guy being the best, you have nothing to stand, there's nothing to stand on. Like, he's like the best defensive unit in the game. He's one of the like, he's probably the best offensive unit in the game. Like, he's got one of the best link sets in the game. You know, he revives. He's one of the only 3 characters in the game that can revive. Now, I would argue that he does have the hardest to activate revival, right? Easiest is Roshi, number 2, Vegeta, and then I'd say this guy has the hardest revival to activate. And you want to know why it's so hard to activate? Because he has to get hit 3 times. Think about that. Everyone, this is like the problem with what people say is, oh, the 70% chance to dodge is like 30. So that means this guy has the best revival in the game, right? They say, no, Vegeta has the best revival in the game. It's easier to get. Oh, really? How is his dodge shit if this is the hardest revival to get in the game? Go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Tell me. Go ahead. Let me know what y'all got to say. So there you go. UI Goku is the top. That's all, folks.